Yo, and welcome back to Tales of Arc, and if you're enjoying the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. But we're back to some Genshin Impact, and this is Act 3, I believe, for Sumeru. So, continuing on, we went here, we saw Vision. I think his name is Tainari, thinks we're going crazy, and Aether's like, I know why I saw it, I know it's real, because I'm from out of this world. So, and then we decide to sleuth around to get information from Collei. And then we had a moment with Collei, and then Paimon touched Collei, and then Collei reacted badly. So I thought she was maybe germophobic, or she had some terrible drama when she was young, and that's why she's scarred from that from back then. But the mission that we're just starting says illness, so maybe she has something, or I guess you can classify it as illness. But we'll see.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Collei?
I came to check on Collei's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
Damn, they have no blankets back then? I mean, in this world?
Sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Collei has been dealing with for some time. Collei has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Collei?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Collei just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
If you're hearing stuff, I'm looking at my dog. He's acting suspicious. I'm afraid he might take a leak on my blanket. Nope, never mind. He's just looking for a spot to crawl underneath to nap. Oh wait, you go down? Where's it pointing? Oh, it's right there. Which is literally right. How I missed this?
Alright, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Collei told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Collei is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because...
We're her best friends and she needs some friends?
Well, because Collei asked me to.
Ah.
And honestly speaking, I was against Collei revealing her past to you.
So, because I hang out around in the Genshin Impact Reddit, which I guess there's some of you guys say Reddit is toxic. I mean, that's true. So is Twitter. So is any place where fandom hangs out. All the places are toxic. Well, you know, now that I know it, Reddit is like the closest place where I get like information on games, really. Because I don't watch game trailers or gameplay or let's plays or any of that. The only time I really look it up is when I'm about to buy a game, and then I look at the core gameplay to see if I want to buy it, like Fate Samurai Remnant. I didn't watch the trailer, nor the opening, because God, people love to reveal stuff and all that nonsense, and I'm like, I want to know the story. I want it to hook me when I play the game. Pull me in, not that like, oh my gosh, I see insert X character here, which is a fan popular, and then they're like, oh my god, I gotta play this. I'm like, I want to find out. I want the gameplay to be what pulls me in the story. So yeah, Like, I already love Genshin for the exploration, but it can be tedious sometimes. So it's like a hate and love take half thing that I'm trying to say that some of you smart people will understand. So yeah, so as I was saying, because I hang out on Reddit, not that well, I hang out mostly in the Dokkan Reddit. Like, the other ones are just extra that I peek in once in a while. Well, I mean, only if it pops on my feed, honestly. If it doesn't, then I don't even bother looking at, like... I haven't seen a Genshin post in like a week or so, honestly. Yeah, most of it's just Dokkan. It's like, oh my gosh, these characters are so bad compared to like 2022, 2021, or some BS. It's just stuff. Like, I basically, I don't like spoilers. But because I have seen posts from a really long ass time ago. There is a Genshin Impact manga, or I believe, and it covers Collei's backstory, and that she was, I don't know the extreme detail, maybe. So this is just me guessing that she was experimented on or something by the one Dr. Fatui guy, I think. I could be wrong. And he looks, well, in the manga, he looks like Shinji, kinda, from Fate. And I think it was Lil Collei because she has Band-Aid over her. And that's the extent of what I saw. Oh, also Amber was there. And she had a different outfit. That's pretty much it.
But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Collei? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Oh, also there's also a manga about the Luke's past. When he went around with the, what's it called? Damn, it's been so long since I played Genshin. The delusion, I believe, with the chains that his dad was using. Before he came back to continue the wine business.
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Oh, no clue. I thought it was something worse.
Elazar?
Well, I mean, this could be worse.
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body.
Wait. Is this like a Game of Thrones thing? I'm not that hardcore into Game of Thrones, so I know the bare minimum of the show. Or what I have seen of the show, which is not much. Isn't there like a scale disease or something in that too? Well, I feel like that's... Well, to be fair, it's pretty much a cliche disease. Something with scales, or you turn to stone, or etc. I think it's also in Liza P from the demo.
At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
Oh, look, it is exactly like that. Eh.
That sounds terrifying.
They lose all control over their body?
Wait, hold on. So when Collei seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Well, I bet because this is Genshin Impact and it's all happy-dory and stuff, they have a cure for it, or somehow to like slow it down?
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
So is there a cure for any damn. Elazar?
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar.
Oh bro, that sucks. Never mind. I was so off.
Nevertheless, Collei's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Collei over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
Ah, so this brings it into the manga. Okay. So that's how. I thought she was just an orphan.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you already are familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Collei and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Collei was with them. However, Collei's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant.
Pretty sure she was experimented on. I mean, he's called the doctor. I feel like he'd be like a scientist and be like, oh man, what happens if I do this or that? Oh, this is like a unique reaction, or is this so exciting? Or I wonder if you cut off the part with the Elazar, will it grow back or something? Will it stop Elazar, or will it continue with the rest of the body, or some BS like that?
Collei is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Okay, yeah, so I was also right about that.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Collei's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Collei wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
Not really. She shouldn't have to apologize for it. It's like her own business, and it's private, personal stuff. I'm happy that she told us that she thinks of us as closer friends than us thinking of her as friend. Because we barely met her, like, what was this, a day?
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault.
Exactly,
at all.
Paimon. One time, you're speaking truth.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Collei once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Is that a threat?
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well,
How's Collei's
it's
condition?
not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though I must admit that Collei's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville.
How did it... What made it get worse?
She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently.
Thank you.
Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now.
Ah, so that's why he didn't want to take her along last time.
Alright, now that I've told you about Collei's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Wait, can we come along?
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Collei too.
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering, like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
Bro, I thought you heard of our deeds. We slew... What is it? No, we fought 2 dragons, right? And a god. I forgot, did he mention they heard our deeds from Inazuma? I think he did, because he named 3. Because he said, oh, I didn't know you were that knight from Mondstadt. And then he also said, I also heard about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So yeah.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilot Pala Lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
You know, sometimes I don't like how they underestimate the Traveler. Where's our respect?
Going to find this plant?
God, I love
Nilot
Hazel.
Pala Lotuses can be
Such
found
cool
all
moveset.
over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are...
I was gonna buy some of this. I forgot about it. Wait, did that cut the dialogue?
The
Oh,
large petals
okay.
are actually the
Thank
plant's
God.
leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Cowpelata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh. Okay then. Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic hours with Kainari.
Oh. I don't know. I love when he talks. Like, I don't know about you guys, but this is why I watch LTT. Even though I have no idea what the hell he's talking about like 90% of the time. I just love listening to people talk about their passion. That's why I watch Blind Wave. When they talk about Star Wars, I give no shits about Star Wars. Like, I know the bare minimum that lightsabers go burr. That's about it. So when they talk about it, I'm like, oh my god. The passion they talk about, it's so cool. Alright, bro.
Bring it on.
What? How did this guy not notice us? Oh, I have no shield. I thought I do. Huh, oh well.
Oh, it's all coming out now.
There's a... Then this tree. God, I still have to collect all these dendrils. I'm just so lazy. Oh! No, no. Oh no. And I'm here. Oh wait. Is that a... Go in? From here? This is cool. So where is it? Where are you? Are you under... Oh, I'm so blind. Wait, could I... Don't tell me I could just teleported. No, it would have still been the same. Okay. I know I'm getting distracted. Man, I logged onto the PS4 Genshin Impact, and God, it was so bad. It really reminded me not to play the PS4 Genshin Impact anymore because of how bad it is. Like, the frames were so terrible. I'm so used to the 60 FPS, I can't go back anymore, honestly. Wasn't there like that purple plant thing?
Yeah.
Fresh Nilo Patui plant. Alright, let me get the rest of these. I don't know, I may need them in the future for whatever character. I kinda want someone for that 5-star fighting guy too. But I want to save my Primal Gems and Pity for the Archon that's coming up.
Nilode Palalotus is growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching.
But maybe I should
If
try
you
to summon
manage to
for
gather
a
4
better
of them,
5
that would be
stars than what I
sufficient.
have.
We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Hey, Tainari! We found the lotuses you
Oh,
requested.
cool. If you already gather it, then
Let me
it just
have a look.
continues. That's
Good.
nice of them.
Very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari! Someone's calling your name! They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Also, it would be nice for me to have a
That's
Dendril
Amir and the
DPS.
others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago?
I guess I can make Collei a Dendril DPS, right?
Early. Let's go find out what's going on.
Well, on this gameplay, my Let's Play, I'm just going to focus on using 4 stars. I feel like a lot of 4 stars, I'm getting a lot of spotlight. Most of it is just mainly Benny. Look, I 6-star, not 6-star. 6, is it Constellation? What's the I 6 Duke Ben. Is his name Ben? Benny? Bendit? What is your name? Bendrick? It's Ben something. I haven't used him in years. But yeah, I just recently scooped him because I've been holding off on it, and then I'm like, does it matter? I rarely even use this guy, honestly. In the rare moments I use him, it's just like mostly for Abyss, for the international team. But then I'm like, yeah, but I barely do Abyss like every 4 months because I'm just so lazy to do it. And it's like, if it was quicker and faster, then sure.
Tighnari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Why can't most NPCs have common sense like these two? Especially that one minor chick in the chasm. Like, God. Like, I admire her ambition in her dream. But if it's to the point of she's killing herself, I feel like she needs to be locked up somewhere and keep from self-harming herself.
Wait, Tighnari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands.
But we're adventurous. We're quick on the uptake.
There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people.
Without a vision.
If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Show them our power.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tighnari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
I can also control the elements. To be more specific, I can control, I said 5 right now. Wind, earth, lightning, nature, and water. Yeah, I'm like the Avatar at this point.
But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, he may not have a vision, but he's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
5 of them.
Seems the rumors about you were true then. In that case, alright. You two may accompany me.
Man, Paimon's cape is really out of this world, huh? She's clearly, I feel like she's something like a fallen Archon or something.
We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
Well, unfortunately for you, I have been exploring here a long ass time, and I already cleared multiple witherings, so... Most of the time I just force brood it. Just hit all 3, then take care of the ads. Oh, this definitely does look gloomy. It's what the
Stop.
scary movie
Move any further.
music.
Look there, in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered. That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash.
It's because firebenders are coming.
Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering. Alright, traveler. We're gonna have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved.
Gotcha, let's do this.
Thank you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing after all. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death.
Oh, no, or just brute
Ready,
force
then?
like I do
Let's
all the
go.
time. We just unga boonga buster chain all the way.
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Alright, let's do this. I forgot how. I think I just shoot it, right? And then it hits. And then it spawns ads, I believe.
Great work. Now that all the branches
And then we kill the boss.
we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Alright, let's heal. Throw this. Throw you. Unga boonga everything. Dump it all.
Now, destroy the tumor of the withering.
Easy peasy.
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now!
Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
I was really surprised about it. That he's so flabbergasted that he's like downplaying it. If that makes sense. Also, I need really skier Hazel for single DPS really. Right now, I have him on that one Mondstadt 4-piece win thing because I'm too lazy to go do the new dungeon they added for that win guy from the Fatui.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which withering zones appear has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself.
Maybe I would assume they have a world tree like the other areas. Is it because of the tree is maybe slowly getting corroded?
For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Collei's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? But why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
Maybe the corrosion's worsening the effect of other illness. It's like a multiplier if they come within close contact or radius of it. Is there no way to permanently get rid of the withering?
No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. Oh, by the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
No, I haven't.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards.
What?
I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right?
Yep.
They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
So he said it's Irminsul is like a world tree basically, but it grows downward instead of upward. So is that like an upside down tree? Or does he just meant the roots are underground? Spreading and extending a massive cavern sounds a lot like what I saw when I lost consciousness in the cave. Also, it's pretty... what coincidence that he mentions that while talking about the corruption withering. Kind of like they're telling you, hey, these two are together. They're a pair. Because this is happening, it's probably because of Irminsul. You know?
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day.
Oh, wow, it spreads that far.
The Dendro Archon is known as the god of wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
You mean Irminsul is sick?
That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago, but even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul.
Did you guys go and check?
I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time.
Maybe
until a cure is
we just
found.
gotta perform surgery on it. Cut off the rotten piece like mold in the bread and then eat it.
Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Chronic illness. Oh no, my Steam thing is still open. Curse you, on-screen keyboard. How do you turn that off? It's so annoying. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me exit that. All right, I'm back. I exit Steam because how do you turn off the on-screen keyboard? It's so annoying. It always pops up. But yeah, I also accidentally exit the, well, not the app, the tray for Genshin Impact. I'm not sure if that's gonna pose a problem or if it's all right, but I guess we'll see in a bit.
Oh, Tighnari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The Withering Zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh? Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
What?
Huh? What's wrong, Tighnari?
What?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
What the hell? Sumeru is looking to be better. They have an Amber Alert bird, basically? Is that it? Or what's that ad they used to play back in, was it the 2000? Help by falling, I can't get up. Red Alert? Is that it?
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Can't believe an Amber Alert
Let
bird.
me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
They have a system.
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her, well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that?
Damn, I kind of wish she talked and it's just not Nod.
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
No unusual feeling this time.
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that he'd be okay this time,
Maybe because
Tighnari?
he's adapting to it.
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were
What I saw
unconscious?
weren't hallucination, were they?
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you.
I mean, you're coming from a good place, so it's fine.
Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Teyvat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Ruka Devata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was a part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted
Oh,
with
so
the
he
fate of
knew from
Sumeru.
the very beginning that we're gonna play a major part in this nation.
Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
So what exactly was it that I saw? It was probably the tree, right?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself.
Also, let's not forget dying girl of starving of hunger.
I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneal are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
Could they not change? This is pretty awkward. There's a bit of a pause.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her, and she'll answer any questions you may have.
Thank you.
No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
God, they really need to give Aether a new outfit. Give me the Forest Ranger outfit. Look at it. It looks sick on the right side. The nice green and brown color with the beige. All right.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Or it'd be funny if she was knocked out somewhere. What was that sound? It sounds like it's coming from the inside of the cave. It's Hypatia. Is she okay? See? What I was saying. She was knocked out somewhere. What the hell is this chunky boy? I mean, chunky thing. You have to kill it? Is this a cutscene? Damn, it was so strong. It made the screen fade to black.
Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry.
She looks famished. She somehow has more energy than I expected.
Water.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around.
Alright, so I was just checking if I can teleport. And stop. But yeah. So, that was chronic illness. I'm not going to do like one quest per like one video. It's just how much time I had, basically. It boils down to. But yes, so we figure out Collei's illness, learning more about the world and their wisdom tree, Omersil, and how it's connected to the Archon of Wisdom. So, and it's probably like being corrupted. Why does it get dark all of a sudden? Is it? Oh my god, the frames! Oh, it's raining. Man, I wish I have a chair emote. But yeah. So, we're probably gonna have to deal with the tree, like do surgery on it, like dissect the corroding part like a mold on a piece of bread to save it or something. I mean, that's how I look at it. And then the bread's all good and you can just eat the bread. But yeah, Hypatia's gonna answer our question, find out more about the background story, history of Sumeru. And I think that's it, right? Also, Tainari's a forest. No, he's like, he essentially kind of is like what? No, she's like a priest or something, right? For Ye. He's like a secret police ranger that secretly guards Sumeru as his like in the background, kind of. So I wonder if all the forest ranger is that there. Well, I mean, I guess you could say that he kind of like, what's the word? Could like say it like, hey, we're guarding the forest, when it's actually a deeper meaning of forest ranger, but that's pretty much what a forest ranger does, essentially. That's how he gets help. Unless they're all part of his family and they all do the servant. What is it? Or forest ranger, not posers. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Like, sure, they're forest ranger, but they have a deeper meaning in doing what they do, you know? But yeah, I guess we'll see where we go from next time. But yeah, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you on next time